Hi Sam. I'm excited for today's lesson. We're going to explore the word
kosten,
Hi Alex.
kosten,
What does that mean?
Great question.
kosten,
Primarily means to cost. It's common to use it when talking about prices. For example, you might say,
was kostet das?
which means what does that cost?
That's interesting. Are there other meanings for
kosten,
Yes, there are. It can also mean to taste in certain contexts, like when you sample food. However, to cost is the most common meaning. Just be careful, because in English, to cost and to taste can be confused with each other, especially for new learners.
Got it. So how do we use
kosten,
in sentences?
Let's look at the verb conjugations first. In the present tense, you say,
Ich koste. Du kostest.
and.
Sie, es kostet.
In the past tense, you might say,
Ich kostete.
For perfect, you use
Hat.
plus the past participle.
Es hat gekostet.
And if you wanted to give someone an order, you would say,
Koste.
which means taste.
That's quite a bit to remember. Can you give me an example of
kosten,
in a sentence?
Sure. You could say,
Das Essen kostet viel.
which means the food costs a lot. Or if you're talking about tasting something, you might say,
Koste den Kuchen, ist lecker.
meaning taste the cake, it's delicious.
I see. Where does the word
kosten,
come from?
Kosten.
Comes from Old High German,
Kosten.
which means to be valuable or to cost. Over the centuries, it evolved into its modern meaning. It's fascinating how words can change over time, isn't it?
Absolutely. So how is
kosten,
built?
Well,
Kosten.
isn't a compound word, so it doesn't split into different parts like you might think. However, you could think of it in terms of its root, which indicates value or price.
That makes sense. Are there similar words I should know?
Yes, there are quite a few. For example, words with the same root include,
Kostenrechnung.
which means cost accounting, and
Kostenvoranschlag.
meaning cost estimate. Both relate to pricing.
What about with different prefixes or suffixes?
Good idea. Words with the prefix
Wer.
include
Verkosten.
which means to taste, and with the suffix.
ung.
You have.
Kostenrechnung.
And.
Kostenersparnis.
Meaning cost savings.
Wow, that's a lot of vocabulary. Can we practice using
Kosten.
in real-life situations?
Absolutely. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You can start with.
Was kostet die Speisekarte?
Meaning, what does the menu cost?
Was kostet die Speisekarte?
Perfect. Now, if you're shopping, you might ask.
Wie viel kostet das?
Which means, how much does that cost?
Wie viel kostet das?
Great job. And if you're at a market, you could say.
Ich möchte die Trauben kosten.
Meaning, I would like to taste the grapes.
Ich möchte die Trauben kosten.
You're doing wonderfully. Now, let's talk about the gender of.
Kosten.
Oh right, is it a noun?
Yes, but.
Kosten.
As a verb doesn't have a gender. However, when talking about costs, you might refer to.
Die Kosten.
Which is feminine. A hint is that many nouns ending in are feminine.
That's helpful. Any tips on how to remember it?
Picture a woman shopping, holding her purse tightly, thinking about how much everything costs. That vivid image can help you remember that.
Die Kosten.
Is feminine.
I'll definitely remember that. Are there any common phrases I should know?
Sure. You often hear phrases like.
Die Kosten sind hoch.
Meaning the costs are high, or.
Die Kosten müssen gesenkt werden.
Which means costs must be reduced.
I see. Are there any similar sounding words to watch out for?
Yes, be careful with.
Kosten.
And.
Kostenlos.
Which means free. They can sound alike but have very different meanings.
Thanks for the heads up. Can you give me more example sentences with
Kosten.
Of course. Here are a few more.
Das neue Auto kostet viel Geld.
Means the new car costs a lot of money. Or.
Letztes Jahr kostete das Ticket nur 20 Euro.
Meaning last year, the ticket only cost 20 euros.
That's really useful. What about a sentence with a preposition?
Sure. You could say.
Die Kosten für das Projekt sind gestiegen.
Which translates to the costs for the project have increased.
Nice. I think I'm starting to get it.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Kosten.
mean?
It means to cost and to taste.
Correct. What's the past tense form?
Kostete.
Exactly. And how would you say I would like to taste the wine?
Ich möchte den Wein kosten.
Perfect. What's the feminine noun related to costs?
Die Kosten.
Great. And finally, how do you say how much does it cost?
Wie viel kostet es?
Excellent work, Sam. You've really grasped the word.
Kosten.
Today. Remember, it's about value and price.
Thanks, Alex. I feel much more confident now.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time for another word.